Welcome to today's continuation of Fire Emblem Engage. It's a very direct continuation from the end of Chapter 21, which we showed in the previous stream. We basically sat through about half an hour worth of cutscenes, and with no further break, no party rearrangements, no exit out to town or the world map, we're picking up directly where we left off, this time with no emblem rings save for one. And it is going to be marked in corrupted / evil mode. So the first thing that we have to take a look at is what we have done in place of the emblem rings that we have lost. We have temporarily assigned a couple of our random roll rings to various characters just to give them stat sticks to work with. The object of this map is going to be to hit each of these points here, which are all associated with specific rings that we have dropped. I do not know whether the character that we pick them up with will matter, or whether we can use them right away, or if they'll just be collected as objective stats. Don't matter until we get to the end. But we'll have to adjust our plans accordingly, because of course I would like them to match up with my original configuration, if at all possible. Now, in terms of the map here, we did manage to take a brief look at it at the end of the previous stream without actually starting the play. So I won't go over it in too much exacting detail. What we have noticed so far is that there is one lootable enemy here with the S rank Lance Brionac, which I'm trying to anagram in my head, and which secondly is going to be something that we definitely want to pick up, given that we have a couple of Lancers who could do well with that. A couple of other things to loot. We have Elixir over here, Speedwing on the Corrupted Worm over here, and apart from that, it's mostly just a matter, I think, of looking out for bows and not getting mobbed by potential reinforcements, and taking note of the fact that a lot of this terrain is accessible to flyers. The emblem locations themselves are currently marked as impassable, which strongly implies to me that we're going to be standing units beside them in order to expend a turn to activate them. We'll see how that is going to work when we actually play through it. So, as far as the first turn goes, let's mark a couple of things that are essential. We'll definitely want to mark both of the dragons, corrupted worms, as it were. We will be picking up Vale, and Vale is able to hold daggers and tomes, and we could perhaps get some things on the side in the inventory to feed her, but I don't know if that's something that we want to necessarily take the time to set up in the first turn. One thing to note is with her, very small HP pool, so we'll have to be extra careful with that when we put her on the offensive. Excellent stats on her, though. And she is going to be a special class. The Felchild class looks like it goes up to level 35 and more, probably up to 40. And this seems like it's one of those single-tier classes that is not upgradable. Also notice that there is a new unit type, which is Felddragon, with the purple coloration, and which also, I think, applies to the worms here. That I would suppose that effectiveness against dragon is by itself not enough, and you do need specifically effectiveness against Felddragon to fight them, which may have some interesting implications for which weapons we use against them, but we'll get to that as the time comes. So anyway, main thing is to not get eaten alive by mages or by meteor over here. This has got a very long range. Although interestingly enough, there's no movement marked in this unit. It looks like it remains in place, at least for the time being, and will not chase us, which is important to know. What else do we have here? Excalibur, in case we have to deal with some type effectiveness. Also, this fellow here, Divine Fist Art, we haven't seen this yet. This is the S rank Fist. And yeah, just very high damage. We have to look out for the double attack. As far as staves go, I don't think there's anything too critical. It's just a lot of heals all around. Most of these units, in fact, are carrying heals all over the place, if you look at the various staves, and so we just need to make sure we burn as much down as we can first turn. Flame Lance over here, we'll have to be careful when it comes to tanking with anybody vulnerable to magic. In terms of the setup for the first turn, I think likely what I'll want is to push Louis down here as fast as possible. He will have to survive the magic damage, but we'll try to keep him topped up. And ideally, because the defense is relatively low, but the attack is high on these two, I actually want to maybe bust these down as quickly as possible. Like maybe nuke this guy and then come over here with Louis and try to get a snipe on a mage. Whether we can do that while simultaneously taking out this one is an open question. I've been thinking about setting up, for example, a Marin to come in here and do 2 damage, or do a double hit, rather, against one of these, and then Fagato coming in with the longbow, because he will be within longbow range, but not the standard bow range, to come in and do likewise. If Fagato is here, you can get Radiant Bow, but then Seedall would be slightly out of position. No, he might be fine, actually, because if Louis is going here with the lance, and you bring in Seedall, and he hits, and then he opens up some possibilities, because Fagato with the magic attack might actually be able to one-shot one of these, or get close to it. Now, they're 59 HP, so it's going to be a little bit off, so that might not be worth it. A Brave Bow with a 24... We get 4 hits off of that. Brave Bow would then be 9 by 4. That would be 36 damage. No, that's not good enough either. So, might not be worth it. I think we might want to keep Fagato on longbow. Because even the best case scenario, he's got 37 over 10. It's going to be 27-27. It's going to be 54 damage. Unless, of course, we have some kind of adjacency bonus, which I don't think we will have. So yeah, we'll probably keep him in the back line then, because the longbow should probably suffice. And we want Seedall to have a little more flexibility when it comes to positioning. Otherwise he won't reach... Yeah, because we won't be able to reach Louis with Seedall if he's back here. He does need to be in the top corner for the danceability. Looks like we're going to be sending Jean over here. Ideally I want to go Flashing Fist to burn this guy down immediately, which he should be able to do. 37 over 12, 15 by 4, yeah, he'll do about 60 damage. And then we need to watch out for the Tome over here, which would do 43 against him over 30, so that would be 13. I always have to watch out for the backup classes as well, because the backup classes will do a little bit extra that I always forget to calculate. Especially if they have some skills where they attack twice. Yeah, because he'll do the double chain attack. I think that's what it means. I think with the Brave Assist, yeah, it's only when it's in the assisting position. But it is still going to be a dangerous assisting position, so... Ideally, we can try to take him out. Speed 24 on him, Brave Bow on that. Brave Bow is going to be 32 over 19. That's going to be 26 damage against that guy. And maybe if we come in with Ivy and nuke it with magic, you get rid of this one. And then you've got Jean in this position. He has to deal with these two. And whoever's attacking from up here, like if you get Alchris to fire bow from up here, has to deal with Meteor, which will deal 40 over 13. So that's survivable as long as he doesn't take a second hit from somebody. We'll just have to watch out for the flyer range here as well. Yeah, big range check coming in general, so we will just need to watch out for that. The back line probably isn't going to matter too much for now. Mavir and Pandreo potentially giving you some warps if you want to move units up quickly, but that's the only thing. Ideally, I want to push Louis as hard as possible into this cluster here. Although you still have to deal with a magic attack, so I do want some kind of healer to back him up. Anyway, the engage ability, yeah, it looks like it's permanently on, except I don't know if there's a turn cooldown on the abilities like Lodestar Rush. Oh no, it's not active, so you do need to engage it. You need to engage it the standard way. But I don't know how the meter is going to work when it is red in corrupted form, whether mechanically it is anything different. I think we should just play. I think there's not too much that we need to look out for. This is a great axe here, so yeah, a lot of backup attackers. That's the main thing. That we can never underestimate extra backup damage, which has been a mistake I've made a few times over the course of this campaign. Let's just go with what we have. It'll be one big attack over here. We can probably take out at least two. But then the question is whether I will still have Seedall available to do an extra push with Louis over to the right side cluster. Might be a little tricky to set up. So, anyway, let's save. And let's go. And we'll just have to learn the map mechanics as we play. Inventory check, just very quickly. Yeah, we'll leave a spot open in my avatar for convoy purposes. Pure water on Louis is probably always a good idea if you have the slot for it. I'm just kind of checking my heals here. One thing we have to remember is that without the usual emblem rings, certain units are missing buffs that they would otherwise have when it comes to speed and build in particular, so they simply may not be as good with certain weapons as in my main builds. So Alchris, for instance, is going to experience quite a bit of slowdown with his weapon set since he no longer has his build stat buffed up by Leaf. Now, Chloe doesn't have Speed Taker or the big speed buff from Lynn, but with Speed 29 she's still going to do pretty reasonably. Except some of the weapons that she usually has in her set are noticeably slower than they were before. So we'll have to take advantage of things like the air raid ability, and we'll just have to run with it. So let's fight. Okay, so we stand beside him. Does the unit matter? Well, we need to find that out right now.
Look, the emblem rings have been scattered on the ground.
And we picked them up. Do they replace our current rings directly? I think they should.
Get close to a ring and try summoning an emblem.
So you can summon them. Okay, so I actually have to place my avatar near them. I cannot place anybody else around them. Gail's going to join. And we might buff up her weapon set with something else. What's her weapon rank anyway? S rank on the tome, B rank on the dagger. That's going to be something we'll look out for. Also, it's only a magic dagger right now. She has an okay physical stat, 20, if you want to have her do a physical attack in some form. But right now it's just magic weapons with her. So we'll keep that in mind. Anyway, let's preview some of the damage that we have coming in on this side so we know what we're dealing with. Longbow's going to do 22 here, 22 there. Let's try out Nara. Levin's going to do quite a bit, and moreover it gets a break, which is great. It's 323. And that's likely going to be the way to go. 31, 31. So that's going to be 3 attacks accounted for. You do need 2 out of those 3 attacks to take out one of these enemies. Breaking the Tomahawk also does simplify things quite a bit. Seedall with a shielding art will allow me to kill something over there as well. Let's mark the enemies that we had talked about before. Mark Meteor. Usually I try to mark bows, but then that would just take up too much space in the whole map. Yeah, there's no point in running Louis too fast over here since he can't pick up the emblems. It's restricted. And also he can't run over this square, so if he were to come down here, you can't really get in position to hit the Excalibur without the Corrupted Worm coming back in. So I think we'll just kill these two. And we have to watch out for the Excalibur attack because it's speed 17, magic 37. That'll be the only one in range though, so maybe if we switch Louis over to Spear or something, then if everybody has a ranged attack, then they can counter. And I think that's likely going to be the way to do it. So let me just check his spear. I mean, he has to use the spear if he's attacking from this position. And then, yeah, we should be able to hit pretty nicely from here. Then, yeah. Marin might get hit by magic as well, but resilience 20. She'll be okay. She'll take about 17 damage. Let's make sure none of these guys can reach yet. They can't. This one can reach this square, but we won't have anybody there. Right? Yeah, we won't. Okay, in that case, let's just play. Gotta over here. I should have actually let him get the kill on that, but that's okay. We'll go Marin. Actually, it doesn't matter, because Louis not going to take damage anyhow, so. Also notice that Louis can't quite kill this, but that's okay, because if we double him out with Seagull, then he can use his other weapon. So I think we're fine. Oh, except we want him on spear defensively. That's okay. That's okay. Well, we'll live with the mistake.
Now I'm mad. That was cool, was it not?
Well, I mean, maybe we should have just tried to crit in the first place. Let's.
The stage is mine.
See it all down here. Unless we have a better magic tank against this guy. Because, in fact, if we have Fagado do an attack that will kill, that might be better. Because then everybody remains on a ranged weapon to counter the Excalibur. So, for example, if Andreo is on 37 magic attack, that's going to be 22 and 22. Yeah, it'll kill. So I actually think it'll be Seedal on Fagado. And then Fagado is going to kill with a Radiant Bow. The problem with Radiant Bow, of course, is that it doesn't counter well against this guy. But if you don't go Radiant, let's say you go Silver Bow or Brave Bow. Silver Bow is going to do how much? 32 over 15, 17, 17. Not quite there. That's okay. I mean, if Fagado just does a little bit of chip damage against Excalibur, that's better than nothing. I doubt he'll be the one to get attacked anyway. And the positioning might work out a little bit better. I mean, either that or we send Louis in. If we find some way to snipe this guy, for instance. I don't think we will.
No mistakes.
Okay, lots of range on Ivy. Notice that she does eventually get within Thoron range of a couple of characters, but we don't want her to play too risky here. Let's mark this guy, just in case.
I'll do my
Anyway,
best.
Jean with Flashing Fist. I think to remember with Jean with Flashing Fist is that he does drop his defense down quite a bit, because he does take the additional 5. But that's mitigated by... not much, actually. No, he'll just take the additional 5, which means his effective defense is 20. And resilience as well, so... So if he gets hit by Bolganon over here, that's going to be 43 over 25. It's going to be 18 damage against him. Yeah, we need to snipe a few of these for sure in order to make this work. So for example, you go Thunder against that guy. Well, let's take a look here. Bolganon and Thunder, Thoron rather. Very low hit on that. That's something that we need to account for. Very, very low hit.
Yes.
But supposing we have something like a longbow down here. That'll do 15, and then we've got to do 33 with some kind of magic attack. Unfortunately, Ivy's hit rate against that is pretty dreadful. But with support from somebody standing beside her, then who knows? But anyway, 37 damage against Jean. With the Flashing Fist, he's going to get hit pretty hard. Especially with this guy coming in the rear. Well, worst case, if we don't find a play, we can always rescue him out. It is a little dependent on this really low hit chance from Ivy, though, so that's the main thing that concerns me there. Flashing Fist doesn't even kill, so this is not actually a good idea to begin with, unless you deal an additional 12 damage to this guy first, for example, through longbow or something like that. Yeah, that's just 15. And then you would definitely not want to deal with all those attackers coming in there, though. 37. Over 20 from Jean. It's going to be 17 or so. And then you've got the 39 over here and possibly backup. Yeah, you would actually get into quite a fair bit of trouble if you just stand Jean over here. Unless you find some way to pull him out. So we have to rethink that set completely. Always possible that we could... Well, actually, if he's on shielding art, how much does that do? Almost nothing. Okay, that doesn't work. What if we get Ivy over here? Again, very low hit chance, not great. But the idea would be to do something like get Alchris in here. The best weapon here is going to be Brave Bow. That is 26. Yeah, we have to rethink it. Anyway, let's get... Oh yeah, also, you have to watch out in this location. You can't just move Fagado down here, like I was saying, because Wyvern's going to come in and snipe him. So Seedall definitely on Louis then. Then definitely here, I would say. Although, yeah, he'll be able to defend against most other things. Just need to watch out for some weapon advantage business here and there. So, for example, Spear won't quite do it. Great Lance would. You'd have to do it with the Great Lance. And it means it would take a magic hit next turn unopposed. That'll be 37 damage over 16, so assuming it doesn't crit or something, 15% crit, that could be ugly. Well, we'll see. I think it'll still be the Great Lance here. And nothing else is going to hit him, but if he stands over here, then we might be able to attract some attention from this side. Or possibly even attract this one over here. No, not in range. But the idea would be to try to draw this guy over, even though he's got 34 defense and will be hit pretty hard, so... Yeah, let's... We still want to defend the above location, though. That's okay, we'll be fine. We'll move here. Yeah, it has to be a Great Lance. Also, he's going to receive a hit with a 20% chance, which we're not concerned about.
Was that sufficient?
Okay, left side here is not looking as good as I hoped. Mainly because of the very low hit chance on Ivy. But if Ivy is in an impassable square, should she be able to double up against the one she likes? Yeah, but that's still not great. You could put Jean on the defensive here. He would take quite a few attacks, so and a backup attack would be the thing I'm worried about. But you can have him defend a choke, maybe. Shielding art. He still takes 7. Yeah, flashing fist. He would actually take quite a bit in return here as well. That's really not great, unless he's finishing off an already wounded enemy, which he would have to. But yeah, the concern over here, Jean, is that you have 3 units still alive. You have the... what is it? Yeah, it's going to be way too much damage, I think. Well, let's see. Maybe we can think about some kind of play that we can make to get this to work. I think we actually want to just draw in as many enemies on this side as we can manage. Because if you go... Chris here. Well, let's take a look. What happens if I really mob that guy? Let's... If the Thoron hits, that gives me a lot of flexibility. I think we should try to Thoron this guy first, as the first priority. 67% though, I really don't like those chances. We need to get her some kind of support ahead of time. She's got a B support with Alchrist, which might be good. Yeah, and then 26 here. Let's see what her projected damage is, once again. 37, yeah, okay. But basically, I want to get a supporting character beside her, too. I hit nice and early. And then you could probably get Jean to then block this location here. And then he would have to suffer through some attacks, but then at least he doesn't have that debuff from Flashing Fist, which I think we should be able to survive just fine. So, in that case, let's try to go. That would be Brave Bow. Let's send Ivy over. And yeah, that's an 82%. That's 15% hit buff just from the B support. That'll clean things up significantly.
Unforgivable.
We do still need to defend Alchrist, so we'll do that with Jean. Also, yeah, I forgot that she can also counter, which would have been helpful to remember. Not that I want to bait in anybody else just yet. I want to maybe pull her back towards center. And I'll be in Shielding Art over here. I want a Shielding Art, defense 30. It's going to be 7 damage from this, 9 damage from this, probably a backup attack on top of that. Yeah, he should live just fine. Can even do a Chain Guard to protect his companion from Meteor, as long as Alchrist is attacked first. I like this. Okay, we need to probably spread out some heals so we have them on either side. Let's just push in. Let's think about whether we want somebody to tank this attack here. 42 damage. This is skill. Air raid, so we don't want to stand here or here. We want to stand here at most. Mavier has the highest defensive rating to deal with that. 42 attack was a speed here, 20. Yeah, because then you can just maybe stand here and Great Lance it. 20 and 13 for the defense and resilience. It's going to be 29 damage from Great Lance. 21 damage from Flame Lance. Yeah, we'll We'll stay on this. And then he'll be available for heals on that side too, potentially. The idea will be to try to... Oh, yeah, no, we have a slight problem here, which is that Axe will break the lance. Yeah, no, he'll be subjected to a break. So we don't want to do that. Maybe take advantage of the high avoidance here. No, I want to move towards the emblems.
Here
so
goes.
we'll move towards the emblems. Yeah, make sure we have the full range marker here.
I'm listening. Very well.
Let's move the whole crew up. Who's just vulnerable to magic attack on Marin? Yeah, we know that. She's fine. We don't want to overcommit on the left side and wind up splitting the party. We want to bait it if we can, so we'll see about how we can do that. Yeah, because that's 42 attack. Does he have something other than Lance to sit on? Not really. Well, you can have Pendreo soak it. It's going to be 42 attack, and he can do a magic attack in response. That's going to be pretty heavy damage, 25 or so. That's okay, he's got a self-heal. Take care of himself. And moreover, yeah, he's got shielding art, which we need to stay on. Means we can't really counter either. Anyway, we'll just surround it. Let's maybe not deal with this guy this turn. Let's just go for some kind of surround. We'll leave options open for the healer, especially if they have... Oh, he's not holding physic. Okay, that's fine.
Count on me.
Okay. Veil will go down here again to remain flexible.
Here I go.
Yeah, Anna will just take down with us. We're a little weak on this end right now. I think to get some snipes, we should maybe bring her left. And then just for balancing the healers out a bit. We want to go left with him? No. We'll go concentrate on the rest of the party. And yeah, not doing any warp shenanigans, although we should have considered that. Okay, let's see how it goes. Yeah, look at that. 8 and 13 damage from that. We'll read that again to see what happened, because I still don't understand the backup cancellation. But the important thing is that unit was no longer at full health, so it wasn't going to double up on a supporting attack. Okay. We got a choke point here that we do need to defend. Luckily, all physical attackers, which is good, because then we just send Jean in there and let him, or send Louis in there and let him do his work. Yeah, Louis can just hold position here all day and he'll be fine. As long as we take out the mage. Once we take out the mage, we just let Louis stand back there and do business. Yeah. Wyvern should be fairly easy to take out with bows. These guys, we've got lots to deal with over here. Pokemon over here. Let's see. And yeah, Brave Bow will just take it out immediately. Silver Bow will do so as well. Surprising that it does that much. Wow. And Jean can burn down one of these with Flashing Fist. No problem, I think. Well, slight problem. Doesn't quite manage to seal the deal. The HP pools are pretty large. Anna, however, can probably nuke somebody. Yeah, we'll just try to take out this cluster. And we'll do it in a way that doesn't take any kind of counterattack. So we'll go Silver Bow here.
I had no choice but to win.
And as far as Jean goes, Flashing Fist has the speed advantage here. That would give me 4 attacks. That's the difference. The Flashing Fist does not give me enough of a speed advantage to take out this guy in one go. But the other one, well, that would do. Now we have to be aware of the Meteor because it's be 40 attack. Over 25. So yeah, no, he'll be fine. But depending on the counterattack here, no, he'll be fine. In fact, we might as well send him behind here so he can reach in a little bit better. And my other 2 attackers should be able to close the deal from here.
No way! I need to be more diligent.
And then we'll just take this guy out. Alright. And I can probably do it, but we'll probably prefer the magic attack here. 16. If it gets to crit at a 67% rate, then that'll finish it off. Because that'll do an additional 32. This would, of course, be a little more dependable, depending on what Ivy's attacks are like. Again, Ivy probably needs that B support, too. Really thrive. Let's send her in the lower position here. And, yeah, she can do quite a bit. And we just get in there and do a quick poke as Anna. Also, completely forgot about the counter again. That is really something I should use to my advantage. Given her high resilience, I don't know if she'll be targeted. And this guy's still not moving. Okay. Yeah, no, we'll just stay out of range. And I can come in and just do a quick poke with the axe.
We're pretty tough, you know.
So as long as we don't have reinforcements coming in immediately and splitting our forces, we'll just try to reunite them in the middle. Anyway, we've got a lot of stuff to deal with over here. That is a lot of stuff. Wow, okay. Okay, well, first of all, longbow doesn't quite kill, but 2 other bows do it. Radiant bow will definitely kill. It'll do amazing things, in fact. I want to put Seed on him to do some additional attacks afterwards. So, for example, if we... I think this got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Yeah, we need to be aware of these guys coming in here, especially with the Flame Lance. The Flame Lance is one thing to slightly worry about. Also, availability of Securite and Miséricorde. Nope, neither of them will do it. Chloe can do some hit and run. That's actually maybe the best idea when it comes to taking out this mage. She can come in, she can hit, and she'll pull back. And she'll be way out of attack range. Might even be able to do it with some ranged attacks elsewhere. Like a spear over here. In fact, she could just take out a Silver Lance and then pull back. Because you've got a lot more options up here when it comes to mage, perhaps, including taking this out here. No, we don't want too many units up front. They're going to get mobbed again. Yeah, if we can deal with Flame Lance as well, that's important. But the important thing is we can snipe things like crazy with Chloe, which is basically what I wanted. Also, if we have Seedall coming in here to do some doubling, that could also work. Silver Dagger will also get a nice quick kill over here if we block off that position to prevent any issues with Flame Lance coming in. Yeah, basically, as long as Louis gets some kills over here, he should be able to preclude other units from going up too far. So yeah, let's actually try this. Let's just go Silver Dagger here.
You were a worthy opponent.
I haven't calculated it as thoroughly as I usually would, so disasters can happen. Is Chloe perhaps even want to take out somebody down here? No, because physical attackers will just get them all in Louis. That's going to be a nice big hit on the spear.
Simple enough.
Pull her back to an advantageous position. This is still flyers only, so probably here, just so she's in the safe zone. I won't be able to reach her with Seedall anyway, so. I don't think we can do, in fact, is just attack over here directly, and I just pull out with the other units. That wouldn't quite work. The main reason that wouldn't work is that you do have this guy breathing down your neck. 35 damage, and that's penetrating, so he's going to hit pretty hard. Yeah, we just want to get everybody else out of range then. Vigato can come over here and hit. The other thing too is Vigato, if he gets one blow down here, oh, that does nothing. Yeah, basically we want to get out of this guy's range. And yeah, we'll just go Radiant.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's looking good. And we actually just get everybody else to stand back, including Seedall. The problem is if you pull Seedall out of there, then Marin is potentially vulnerable to an attack. But only from this guy, from the Flame Lance. That hits for 20 magic, and so she's actually going to survive it just fine. In that case, what we should really be doing is just continuing to stand here as Louis. And we'll just stand in Great Lance. We should be absolutely fine. The main issue is that we have a lot of backup attackers, which, again, no idea how to calculate that. I think he will hold. No, main issue is actually Flame Lance. Flame Lance is going to come in with 29. Speed-wise, he's okay. In fact, we can kind of preview what this looks like. It's going to be 10 damage. And everybody else... well, a lot of it is going to be melee attack, so that's okay. Well, this guy will do 10. The main issue, again, is to back up. We need to heal him up precautionarily, perhaps. Alright, go in here and snipe. But then you open up the possibility of this guy coming up. I think we need to stay down here. And we also don't want to get within range of the... what's it? Corrupted Worm. Great Lance doesn't even kill this guy, which is a problem. When a Great Lance doesn't even kill it, then what are we doing with it? I mean, the other thing we can do is buff up his speed. Oh yeah, no, that's what it was. If you don't use Great Lance, use Silver Lance, and you can double. Okay, doubling doesn't good enough. Doesn't quite do enough for me. Nevertheless, I think we do have to stand our ground. Somewhere here. What we can do, potentially, is come in with a magic attack, and then Seed All doubles whoever's here to fish her back out. And then she can move back out, and the Seed All can also pull back out with 3 moves. So, for instance, yeah, and basically anybody can attack in here and make that move count. So that would work, for instance.
Please forgive me.
And then Seed All will protect her. Pulling out like this. Oh, no, he doesn't have his Emblem Ring. He doesn't have Canter. Okay, that's a mistake. I forgot that he no longer has Canter. That's a huge mistake. That's not good. Because now he can get hit like crazy. Yeah, I completely forgot. I just assumed that Cantrip would be the move. Well then, let's make sure that this section gets blocked off. And if it's blocked off, then perhaps you avoid the issue of the Wolf Knight coming by, because it won't have enough moves to go around. A problem with going there, of course, is that it's within range of the Corrupted Worm. But if, for example, you go Spear... This guy has how many moves? 1, 2, 3, 4 moves. Yeah, he would hit. And that would be bad. Yeah, Louis does need to stay in this location. Okay. We're slightly in trouble. Unless we rescue him out, which we can, because Citrin can just pull back and go rescue. And if we have somebody else who can move... Well, we'll see. The idea is that we explicitly do want everybody to try to attack into Louis. And how many ranged attackers do we have among these? Yeah, nobody's going to do enough attack to hit his defense. Except for the people on backup. Let's see how many we're dealing with for that. The thing about the backup position does kind of compound, but we'll only have 2... possibly 3. No, just 2 who will get into backup position, so he's not going to be too damaged by that. And let's see, we have 2 backups. Yeah, 2 backups will just have to account for that. Oh, and there's the run through as well, which I need to be aware of because it'll allow them positioning quite flexibly. Let's see who is potentially attacking in the Sea Doll before we do the emergency rescue play. So he's got defense 21, res 18. And speed is 23, so speed should not be an issue with anybody, but basically he would be in a position to get hit by 3 attackers. That's going to do 30. That's going to be 9 points. Supposing that does 36. That would lance. Could be 15. 9 and 15. And this guy comes in. And let's say he does 29 magic. Maybe 11. I think he might actually live. Might even bait a few attacks in. And he's not going to kill anybody who's attacking in, so like maybe we're okay and we don't need to burn rescue staff. Because frankly not that many units can even reach him. The question is, do we want Louis to stay on spear? Or do we want him on great axe? Or great lance, rather. Yeah, we do have 2 dagger attackers. Oh yeah, that's going to be a concern as well, that there are 2 daggers, which... Well, only one of them can get in position, so it's okay. Yeah, I think he stays as is. So we'll just pull her out, and then we'll have somebody do a ranged heal. Who's got physic? Okay, we'll likely do that. In which case, let's pull her out. And yeah, we'll just do a quick little top up here just to be absolutely safe. And we'll operate on the assumption that Sea Doll is in fact going to live, which, judging by the speed stats, should be the case. So we need to watch out for these skills. It's the anti-break skill, yeah, that's fine. Then Hobble will restrict his movement, which will be unfortunate. Yeah, if we can block some additional attacker from coming in, that'd be great. Because it will be, by the looks of it, 3 attackers into him for sure. That's okay. It'll attract some attention. We'll see if it is okay. It might not be. Anyway, Pendrell, is he going to do anything useful, like heals or anything else? Let's see. I think we just move everybody into position and wait for an opportunity to strike. Okay, so Louis is just going to stay in this position, I think, because... yeah, that looks best. And we'll see how things spread out. Check my ranges, rather. The thing is, Great Lance or Spear? Well, let's just test out some weapon damage here and there. Got a couple of chain guards as well, which make the calculation a little bit tricky, but yeah, the thing about Great Lance is that it's going to get some kills. It's going to take some damage unopposed, but it is going to get some kills, so potentially. So let's just wait. don't want to put my avatar in line of fire just yet, although here, yeah, way too many characters. Way too many. But if I put him here, then he's potentially vulnerable to 2 attacks, 1 silver lance, 1 flame lance. I want to switch weapons. I'll switch to fists, for instance. Just defensively. Yeah, it's a good defensive position, perhaps, to just do a tiny bit more damage reduction in case we need it. But we'll switch weapons. See what happens. And yeah, as expected, we'll easily to simplify. As expected. Looks like it's going to be yet another map where Louis winds up with MVP, but we've seen plenty of those. We're no strangers to that. Yeah. Expected, everybody's just going to try to move up here. We're in good shape, actually. We're in great shape. Okay, let's move this whole cluster down here, and let's
I'll be careful.
be careful, first of all. And then Flashing Fist is going to break that. That's going to be horrific. Let's just move everybody over. But we'll move them all down here so we can keep these characters clustered together. Ivy may even want to get the heal in... no, she can get heal in beside John. Yeah, she'll heal him up, and then we'll
keep everyone safe.
move my other attackers in. So yeah, nothing much to look at on this side. She'll be out of there soon enough. We do need to watch out for those bow ranges from time to time, though. Okay, nothing else is going to be done with that cluster, so we will now take out as many of these as we can. And also see what my options are against this guy, which he's behind the wall. We'll basically have to go around. If we're going to do that, then let's take out as much as we can. Starting with back line. Supposing we get Citrin to attack. He'll kill pretty easily. Fugado, is there something he would prefer? Well, let's take a look. I mean, defense is 24, we'll definitely need a spell user against this guy. Some kind of magic weapon anyway. So, you know, for example, Fugado coming in here with the Radiant Bow would absolutely do the trick.
Glad we met.
Yeah, we might want to refresh him for the longbow, but we'll deal with that in a moment. I would expect that this turn we're actually going to drag the Corrupted Worm over. Oh, it's stuck in this position, actually. It can't run over anything, so at most it's just going to move over by 1 tile. As far as the Great Lance goes, that has a chain guard on it. We'll need to take out the guy beside him. Where is my Seedall? Let's not forget about this one either. Yeah, Seedall can come in here and help double a lot of things, so. Okay. Well, let's come in here. Liberation is just going to, fall marginally short of taking this out. That's too bad. But it does have the 20% crit, and it also takes almost no chance of any damage in turn, so I think it might actually be okay. And Blue Blur, welcome. I'm doing alright. Hope you're well. Trio down here. Yeah, because ideally I want... Well, we just need to disrupt a chain guard, so... There it's smooth sailing. Also, we have 3 units to kill up here. I don't know why I miscounted so badly. But we do need to nuke all of this stuff. That's okay, that can be done. Thoron would kill this. What about the Volcanon? Let's... Volcanon would just kill this. That's great. It doesn't even do anything in return.
I claim this victory.
Okay, now we just take out these 2. Let's see what we're going to use to take out a dagger. Higher resilience and defense, so we'll see what we can use. Probably Chloe against him, actually, and then if she can get the Killer Lance going, or the Brave Lance. Our Brave Lance almost does this. Takes very little in return, thankfully. Killer Lance also has the 41% crit. Will not really be enough because she has one attack to deal with here. But anyway, let's figure it out. Let's use Marin over here and just take out this guy directly. Look at this beautiful smash weapon that we're not going to use because she'll take too much damage. Yeah, we'll just 11 sword this as always. That should do plenty.
That was cool, was it not?
And Pendreo is able to come in here and drop an Elfire. Yes, we do need to account for the dagger. But ideally... Yeah, Brave Lance is going to take it down to 9. I think that'll be fine because then we just do a bit of a tap. Even do it with Veil. It's getting a little cramped in here, but we'll manage. Am I almost finished with this game? It looks like I'm pretty close to the end. Most Fire Emblem games have a number of chapters in the mid-20s. Like usually around 25 to 30, and then we still have at least one side chapter left to do because we know that there is a side chapter for every Emblem partner, and we do have one that we haven't done. So I'm probably within, I don't know, maybe about 5 or 6 maps of the finish, maybe less than that. My friend finished last week. Yeah, it's a big undertaking. And of course when I'm streaming, I'm taking about twice as long because I'm talking through my moves, which... Given my experience with things like puzzle levels, Mario Maker, I know that it basically doubles my playtime. Anyway, Chloe's going to go here, and then she does get to canter out of there to make some space. So, Ventreo is here. How much does he do? 22. Okay. Low hit rate on this guy anyway, so I'm really not concerned. We'll do... Yeah, Brave Lance just to maximize my chances here.
It's tea time.
I should have actually... Oh, okay, that works. Use the adjacency buff from one of my dragons here, but that's okay, we didn't need it. We'll just pull her out. And so yes, Seedall can come over here and move him. We know as well that this will work. We basically just need someone to hit from 2 range if we can. once the chain guard has been removed, which we need to go first. Let's just do this. Liberation will not kill, okay. That's too bad, it's so close. But we just need to damage this to remove the guard. Bluebird, you find the cutscenes intriguing but gameplay not so much? That is the opposite of my experience. The very opposite of my experience. I think it's one of the less interesting Fire Emblem stories. I mean, Fire Emblem is very rarely about a story for me. Fire Emblem is very much tactics first and foremost. But the previous game, Three Houses, was actually very strong narratively. One of the strongest games from Nintendo, in fact, when it comes to the plotting, the characterization, the general center interest in the narrative. So it was kind of interesting going into this game and finding the experience to be kind of back to what Fire Emblem was previously like, much more just pure tactics. Anyway, Silver Great Lance will take this out. If we also need to do 1 point of chip damage against this guy here, then we can even take out the dragon this turn, I think. If we go Flame Lance against him, yeah, he'll do 1 point for sure. So we have our solution here. We're just going to go Louis with the... Oh, will Louis get 5 spaces of movement? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, he's going to hit. In fact, we do that, we can get Seedall to... Yeah, Seedall's movement is restricted this turn, so we do have to put him in the spot above where Louis is now. Silver Great Lance, let's do it. In terms of watching it be played, yeah, that's understandable.
My apologies.
I mean, turn-based strategy, given its pace, is usually going to be a lot more fun to play than to watch. It's not like something like a pure action spectacle game where you can just kind of take in the sensory experience, even if you're not at the controls. Here, let's see, I'm going to go Seedall. Get Louis to dance, and Louis is going to loot the Speedwing off of this guy, and then the Wyverns are going to come in, and that's okay because nobody can actually hit him. I think Louis is actually able to kill this, perhaps, with something like the silver. Oh, he's just short. Just barely short. That's so sad. Barely doesn't have the damage he needs to do it. We'll probably need another attacker in then, or we can just pull him off to the side for the moment, and we'll deal with that attack next turn. Unless we have somebody we can use to raise his damage somewhat. That is so unfortunate. Everything's just going to fall barely short. 4 points. Do we have anybody who can deal the remaining damage? We really don't. Nobody's in position. That's okay. Plan A it is. Let's just tap this with a lance, and then nobody else is going to touch him in that position, so we'll do it that way. We'll just kind of collapse into the center. Next turn we should be able to kill the worm, no problem. Yeah, let's just go Silver Lance here.
Is that sufficient?
Yeah, surprisingly we didn't really have issues with units attacking into Seedall that turn. We'll just try to move everybody else up as fast as possible. Anybody we want to heal up? Yeah, but he's out of position, so we'll leave things for the time being. We do want to heal up Marin, so let's go. Kendra is very well leveled. Let's just go mob here. Your phone is at 5%. It is a school night. Yeah, you get some sleep. Thank you for dropping by, Blue Blur. Always a pleasure to say hello. Also, I noticed that my network might have hiccuped. No, that's okay. We have it. Okay, so nobody's going to be within attack range, so I'll have a totally safe turn unless reinforcements become a major issue. Do we have anybody we want Pendreo to heal at melee range? Nope, not really. So he'll just hang around. So yeah, Louis can get in there with a spear. And assuming that we do a bit of damage to the worm ahead of time, from someone who can actually handle it, then we are fine. Now, let's unmark this guy and mark the range that is safe from everybody else. Now, obviously, once he's removed from the board, the flying unit will be able to come over some of these squares. Actually, these are all impassable, so I guess not. It's still limited in terms of its movement. So, let's see who can do it. Yeah, Fagato can attack in. Radiant Bow would be the way to go. 55% in return, which is pretty good. Also, yeah, it's going to be 48. 85% in return, though, so he will almost certainly get hit. I think it is advisable to go Fagato first. I mean, yeah, we'll just attack it and see what happens. Does Vale have some... Vale has weapons that are effective, I think. Except she'll get killed in return, so she can't make the first attack. She would need to make the second, if applicable. 36, 35. Yeah, I mean, she'd have to do 18 points. We can't have her run in like that. What else do we have here? Chloe's out of range. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear what we have to do here. So, Fagato come in here. And we'll try to take it down by half. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty big chunk of damage in return if that 55% hit does go through, but we'll deal with it. Yes, great. Now we come in with Louis and we go over to Spear. Yeah, he will get hit once, unfortunately. We can always try to just reload Fagato, in fact. We'll see. Anyway, I'll be able, the important thing, I'll be able to activate some emblems and see what happens story-wise. Because the thing is, with Seedall, I can actually grab 2 emblems this round with no issues. Oh, wait. So how come I don't get to touch that? I can stand beside it and that should still be fine though, right? I think I'd just stand beside it. I guess we'll have to find that out the hard way. I don't know if I have to end my entire turn around it or... It shouldn't attack that way. Yeah, that's going to pick up Celica's ring.
Care for us, Emblem of Echoes. Heal us, Emblem
Oh,
of
you can
Dawn.
grab them together as a cluster. Okay. Works for me. Allies without rings can move next to a summoned emblem. And select Talk to Sync. Okay, so I get to link them up that way. Interesting. Oh, except without rings, and we're holding rings, which is... Oh no, that's okay. You can actually pick up any that you want. So we'll do that. We will see Micaiah and Celica. I do want my original setup back though, so yeah, Micaiah's gonna be, well, she doesn't need to be with Pendro. She can be with one of the other ones as well. But we definitely want Citrin to be there. Anyway, Seedall should therefore go over here and move back, so we can grab the other cluster. Or Seedall can go with Celica right away. Yeah, because Citrin can move down here, for instance. And then she can move and grab Celica this turn, and then that'll power up nice and fast. Okay, in that case, let's go down here with Louis and make this play. He'll take damage, but that's okay. We'll heal him up. Nothing else will hit him nearly as hard, and we'll get the Speed Wing. And yeah, this will do just about nothing. Might do the push with the Silver Blade, and that's okay. Nobody cares. So, yeah, first order of business, we're going to use Citrin, and I'm going to use a staff. We do not need to rescue. Let's go wait. Seedall. Okay, let's see who's going to go over here. Instructor is going to be... yeah, Chloe needs to be here for Lady of the Plains. Anna needs to be there for Princess Exalt, and Anna's way out of positions. So we'll run her over slowly. Yeah, I do want my original setup, if I can. Which means we should plan ahead what our movements are going to be in terms of how we'll split our parties for the remaining set. Anyway. Of course, I'm not totally bound to it. We can always do something that we used to, like Jean with Micaiah. But I want something familiar, I think. The rest of this map looks fairly simple, but the fact that we get to power up with the rings tells me that maybe we need to deal with some reinforcements coming in, or something thrilling. Where's Sigurd? Because Holy Knight is the one I really want to get going. Holy Knight's down here. Yeah, because then we want to move Seedall down there and get his movement back. Anyway, let's go dance. And putting Citrin up there is going to allow her to get Warp Ragnarok again.
This is rather sudden, but will you accept an invitation to fight by my side?
Of course she will. Oh, the emblems aren't going to talk. It's okay, so it's just temporary. I think maybe the existing bonds are not equivalent to the bonds that we previously had. Like, they're not level dependent. But we will wait. Interesting, because Warp Ragnarok, yeah. Everything pretty much as it was. Let me take a look at his. Yeah, because she just gets Seraphim. It doesn't give you a bond level though, so I guess you don't really kind of get it at the full power with the additional weapons that we had previously. So we don't need to be too fussy about getting everything to be exactly as it was, but it would of course help. Anyway, let's go Mavir up here and heal Seedall. Or no, we want to heal Louis. Great. And then Contraeo can come down there. He hasn't really been doing too much for me this map, but that's okay. We want to get him in range to pick up Micaiah next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Which means we'll just move him here. Chloe to the right, Anna to the right, and Avatar to the right. So let's move Marin. And Vale, we can always give one of the rings as well. It's not something we need to be overly specific about. Chloe will get her in position anyway, just in case she needs to fight over here. Since she'll need to follow back anyway. Next turn is going to be Marth coming over here. Double Seedall going over here, unlocking that cluster. So yeah, we should actually get Chloe as close as possible to the ring she will actually be picking up, or at least within range. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, here in case we need her on the attack. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She'll be able to do it. Wait, let's check this. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then see how it goes up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Okay. Yeah, Alchris who we previously had with Leaf, I think, right? Who is located where? So it's going to be Erica, Seedall, and Louis down to the bottom of the left. Then Marin, Ivy, and Alchris down to the bottom right. Okay, so we actually need to take this whole squad and move them over. And we'll just move them quickly. I absolutely expect reinforcements on this map, because otherwise it's just way too much of a walk in the park. Anyone needs to heal up over here? Nope, not really. Jean should come down here, in fact, because we'll get him ready to tank some damage. Maybe move some bows down. And if he needs to be the one to pick up Erica in a pinch, he can do that. They've previously cooperated. And okay, we've actually prevented the push from the steel blade as well. Yet, reinforcements for sure. And let's see what we're dealing with. Peshkat's on the Thief. Oh, the Thieves specifically. That's interesting. I wonder if they try to abscond with the emblems or something. But we'll need to try to take them out. Unless they just try to attack into me, which is possible. Yeah. I think they're mostly here for the daggers. I don't know if the Thieves are actually going to behave as thieves and try to abscond with anything, but we will see about that. And Peshkat's is just going to be at melee range anyway, so a Brave Bow is not going to do quite enough. Might just need to send Anna back here to nuke him. Pretty fast unit, though. Killer Bow, Radiant Bow. Killer Bow has a pretty good crit chance, so it might still be the way to go. We'll think about that. Let's deal with these guys first. Then, yeah, we'll just make sure we watch the range up top. Anyway, 34 attack with speed 25. We need to watch out for that. But I think we can take it. Speed 25? Yeah, we can take it. Absolutely. Move over here. Then, this was, as I was saying, the expected play. And then we'll just move in by the Ring of the Instructor. And this guy do... yeah, he's only at close range, and he doesn't pass.
Teach us. Emblem of the Academy. Sweep across.
Emblem of Blazing. Oh yeah, Emblem of Blazing. Okay, no, the names get me confused sometimes. Anyway, we're grabbing Lynn. That's not particularly negotiable. And as far as the attack goes, we'll stay on a melee item. We'll go Killer Lance. And we will talk to Lynn.
You and I make such a picturesque pair.
And yeah, we can't... Oh, we can actually still attack. That's excellent. Potentially. In which case, we'll just spear him, I think. Neither of these will do 100% in the next round, though, so... Also don't want something that'll be too low in terms of speed. Let's actually just wait defensively. I'd rather do that. The thing is the enemy trying to pick up the other emblem? We'll see. Okay, yeah. So now we'll want to get Anna over there, which is why I don't want to necessarily use her to get this kill, but I don't know if I really have that many options than to get the killer bow going. I guess we could always see if this 16% crit from Alchris pans out. That's the only thing. If it doesn't, as I don't necessarily expect it will, then we'll get Anna to get in there and finish. Or even get Ivy to get in there and finish. Which ring is Ivy going for? Ivy's ring is not for some time yet, so let's... I just go Thoron. 66% though, it might not even hit. Oh, it'll hit. Great. Works for me. And she'll be able to move back as well. That way you can continue sending Anna over to the right. Pendreo can then come here and grab Micaiah. Yeah, we'll put him in a central position in case he's still needed for heals.
I have a prior
no, hang on. Okay, that's not what I want to do. That was Citrin, not Pendreo. I messed that up. Okay, I messed that up. That's fine. So you can actually get units to scoop up multiple rings if... Yeah, okay, I guess nobody gets Micaiah this round then. Unless somebody gets a trade. Whoops. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. But it does mean that if I want to pick up the rings quickly, I can do it. Because we don't absolutely need everybody prepared the same way. Also, yeah, we'll probably want Fagato be doing a longbow attack over here, but... Yeah, we'll try to get her to take out both... Well, at least one of the flyers. The Radiant Bow is just going to kill it very easily.
I'm sorry.
No problem whatsoever there. I certainly hope I don't need my Micaiah sacrifice heal this round, because it'll be a disaster just given the little input mistake we made just now from not watching which character was actually involved in the attack. Yeah, because Pendreo's back here. Yeah, I got my mages mixed up. He just needed to walk here and be done with it. I know we could always reverse it with Time Crystal, but I don't like resetting if I can help it. We are explicitly trying to reduce time crystal usage to a minimum. Anyway, Louis can go over here, and Louis is eventually going to go for Ike's thing, so we'll move him over. Put him back in Great Lance. Get something else to do the kill over here. Does Mavir want to get a heal on anyone? Yeah, he can go back here and heal Seedall. That's probably best. Spam that Min Staff for infinitesimal gains and experience. Let's go Marin over here. She's gonna go Dagger.
You were a worthy opponent.
Okay, now... Yeah, well, Pendra's just kind of sitting here twirling his fingers at this point, but I guess we'll move down and see what we can do. Unless I can use the train to give the ring to somebody on a future turn. I think it's just in storage now, though, which is unfortunate. Okay, we can put John up front with the shield, and then he can get the bow to move up right away without getting in range of the corrupted worm. So that's going to do 38 speed 18. So that's just going to do 8 damage. He's going to be in great shape. Okay, that's fine. Got a bit stronger, yeah. Yeah, we got to watch out for the Wolf Knight play at back, of course. Also notice that I don't get to engage yet. I just get the stat buffs. I don't get to use the engage power. So then what's the point? Do I get the passive skills at least? I do, I get Alacrity. So yeah, I get the passive skills, but I don't get the active ones. Which means we'll probably mostly just stay out of the way of these guys here, I think. You can't always go 18 against them, and then that's 27 remaining. Yeah, you'll want Ring of the Instructor here, Ring of the Instructor, and then you just tap to Corrupted because you know you can do it in the same turn.
Strong. I'm already working.
How are you all? Oh, yeah, okay, no, because you're already on Marth. Okay, so that was a bad idea, too. That was a bad idea, too. I should have just gotten somebody else to pick up Byleth, then. Very suboptimal. So.
Dream well.
Completely forgot that we couldn't overlap that with Marth, so. We're making all kinds of goofy little mistakes here, but... spear, yeah, that'll just kill it. I think we can probably get her to make the same attack against the other unit. Using the speed bonus. And then we can pull her out here, so we can pull Seedall back here too. Get her to double up. Because then, in the worst case scenario, everybody just gets out of range. Okay. Then, same idea here. We just nuke it. No problem. And we'll move her back. Move Anna over to the right to grab Lucina. Yeah, I don't think it matters. It's really just for the passive abilities this match, but then in Lucina's case, the +3 dexterity can make quite a difference. So, and for whoever grabs Corrin, would presumably still be able to use Dragon Vein. Okay, I still have movement available here, so I guess we didn't manage to bait this out after all. Bait this guy out, though. That'll be relatively interesting, because 35 attack is going to hit very hard, but maybe we get somebody stand here to chain guard, or over here, and eventually try to drop a sizable attack. Let's go down here. Yeah, it doesn't really matter, especially late in the game, who so what ring, then we can probably play a bit more efficiently. This whole cluster is pretty well defended. We can always try to warp in, of course, but not in my current position. Yeah, so let's move Fagato back. Then who do we have remaining? We've got a bunch of units. Mavir, I think, will continue to heal in case we need to deal with more reinforcements. Just going to get him to spam the med staff all round long. Yeah, interesting that this guy's not going to try to hit me. Maybe if we just try to move in a little further and attempt to bait it in. Yeah, that spot will not be reachable by longbow. This spot will be reachable by silverbow. If we just try to put John over here. He can't be hit from 2 locations, but none of these will do very much damage. So I think he'll be fine. He'll hold up. That might be a little far in terms of being able to counterattack. Then we can move Ivy basically over here, so she can go around the flyer zone. Not yet, of course, against archers. And we'll just try to collapse everybody in on this side. Somewhat cautiously. Do we want to bait somebody here? No, we can't, because this is flyers only, all the way down the middle. Yeah, so if we put John here, we basically have units here, here for the longbow. We can't reach them very well on the next move. Yes, we can, because... no, we can't. We'll do it this way. For positional reasons more than anything. Then we'll just move in as much as we can. In fact, moving Louis down there as well would also be helpful. Getting Louis to pull the dragon up might be pretty good too, in fact. Can't quite do it just yet. And we'll just wait. Put the veil down here. Okay, great. As expected, they're going to try to run in and hit. Then... Dragon's going to be on the move as well. Alright, where's my Anna? Anna's going to go over here.
Nice.
Rings are in no position to talk.
All right.
And then we want to use Seedall mostly on Avatar to kind of get the rings picked up as fast as possible. I think that's going to be the way to do it. So we get everybody back in position. then we'll just jostle over. Map looks remarkably blank at this stage, but then, you know, it's always a bit of a balancing challenge that you go so long with this game expecting the player to have all those superpowers available, and now they don't, so I guess the game is going to be a little gentle about it. Does Flashing Fist take this out completely? It does, but then at the expense of 40 incoming damage, which will kill, so we don't want to do that. We can, however, go Great Lance. And after the Great Lance, we can follow up with Jean. Of course, with the Flashing Fist, that won't be quite as good. With a shielding, it is 4. Not enough either. What we can do, Citrin will just kill, but again, she'll be in mortal peril. But of course, if we clear this entire section away, that doesn't matter, so it's good to know that Citrin can get the kill, because we were fine. Again, annoyingly, just 2 damage off what we need. We're just going to test a couple of different attacks here. See what's going to happen. That will one-shot, and will one-shot without taking return damage, so that's definitely the move.
Let's have some fun. That was cool.
We know the dragon is killable this turn, so we'll do it. Yeah, Jean on one of these, Ivy on one of these. That's going to be the way of things. Surge is going to do pretty well. In fact, because of speed.
Unforgivable.
And we'll send her over here. Directly in range, since we don't particularly care about a range at the moment. Sean should be able to go Flashing Fist against this and take it out easily.
I need to be more diligent.
Then, yeah, we can go Citrin in there, and then we just heal her up afterwards. Oh, that's Pandreo. Keep getting them confused, probably because our view is totally obstructed, and I just see them as mages instead of watching them as pieces on the board. Now let's make sure we don't have range issues with other units on this side. I think we'll be fine. And yeah, Bolganone will do it. She'll be hit very hard, but then we'll just spend her.
Please forgive me.
There is nothing to forgive. She'll be just fine. And Stab's going to get her most of the way back up. Not all the way, but close enough. Louis then can go down here. Except I'll want him to pick up Radiant Hero, so... But that's okay, he can't do it this turn anyway. We'll... I want to get him in position though, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, Avatar's going to come here, activate. So we do in fact want Louis to be reasonably within position. Let's bring everybody else down. So far out of position. Does look a little bit dangerous, especially because you can be outrun. We want to go shove? No reason to on this column. Yep, more reinforcements. Not a big deal. In fact, Anna can just hold this off by herself. Should've just gone for bow so she could stay at range. Not be too trapped over there. Okay. Where's Seedall? Oh yeah, this is a problem with attempting to double up with Seedall, is that he doesn't go far enough. This turn will not be it. Which means I should have actually brought Louis down here last turn. Okay, that's fine. We'll get as many units as we can in position. Jean or Asher twins. Although maybe we want Jean to take the initial attack. Oh yes, because we want the Brionac to come in. We want to loot this. 43 damage. There's a way to do this. We get Louis down here and then we swap. In fact, we can swap with Vale. Vale will give him the adjacency bonus. Then we loot the Brionac if we can. And then, yeah, we'll put it on a spear. Okay. That'll be how you do it. And then we'll do a spear. Put Vale down here, or we can even swap into this position and try to pull 2 units if we can. Yeah, poleaxe. Anything to be aware of is stuff like backups, but no, I think it'll be fine. So, Vale over here, and then Louis goes for the swap. And he's at full health, so. Great. He'll take 2 attacks. He'll also give it to you in return. Unless, of course, I just snipe this guy immediately, which I probably could have done. We'll, in fact, probably start working on the back rank over here with Chloe. Since she can do hit and runs anyway. She should actually just hit and run this guy then. Yeah, Spirit will do a bit more. We'll pull her back 2 spaces after this one. And she does have Canter up and running. And this guy we really don't care about, I don't think. Mavier can even just fight it directly, but no, we'll just let it come in. And yeah, we need to get some of these units out of the way. Oh, also we can maybe do a shove with Fagato. It won't matter though. Because we'll need an additional turn anyway. And yeah, we'll get other units in as much as we can. And Jean should stay here for Erica's ring. Well, if he's that far back, he's not going to get much use out of it right in this moment. Okay, Marin can come down here. And we'll just get the squad rolling. See if anybody needs heals urgently. Not really. And yeah, we'll just continue to take Signal down. Which means I should take Mavier down to here. Yeah, pretty simple map all told, at least from what we've seen so far. Yeah, no issues here. And we do need to take out this cluster, but we've got so many units up here. Defense 31 will want mages against both of these. Now, Debrionak will just loot with somebody. And of course, Chloe is always able to do a hit and run and take out something like the Old Thunder Mage in the back, which is likely going to be her role here. Let's maybe get the spell damage going first so we can just take out everybody we can. Won't quite do it, but we'll soften that up. Citrin with a Thoron can reach quite a bit, but let's check her speed here. 15, and she's got 22 of both are known. Yeah, so she's definitely going to nuke somebody. And Ivy can nuke somebody else. Yeah, so the spellcasters will just take out the back line. Pretty simple. We'll get somebody else to hit the mage. Okay, who wants to crack at the mage? Let's take a look at this. Silver bow, brave bow will just kill directly, so we'll do that. Pretty simple.
I'll apologize later.
Then Marin, no, I thought we'd go Citrin and Celica for this one at the back. Pokemon is just going to hit. And we just mop up afterwards. In fact, at this point, let's just grab the rings with whoever we can. Because there's no particular reason to stall, unless, of course, it carries over onto a third consecutive map in a way that can't be rebounded. I'm sure we could rebind it, so.
Simple enough.
Okay, got some decent momentum going. Then let's knock it a Brionac with somebody. I am quite curious about this S staff over here. I can't quite tell its weapon weight from here, but I think we'll just hit with Louis because if we can find him. There he is. Because let's take a look at the base speed stat here. From weapon weight, -7. Build 10, so that's going to be a 17 strength weapon. A 17 weight weapon, rather. Which means Louis can hold it just fine, and it's going to be pretty much a flat replacement for the spear, which works for me, given spear's properties. Yeah, we'll just do this. And we'll just pick it up. Replace the Cure Water.
Is that sufficient?
Okay, that's done. Then... well, I might as well make sure the party's taken care of. I think we're fine. Nothing particularly urgent. Let's just group together so we can counter the attackers up there. Well, in case of reinforcements coming out the back, let's actually cluster a whole party together. I think it's likely to be a little more clever.
Here we go. Fight on. Restore calm.
Anyway, Erica's ring.
You're a little scared.
And then we'll want Sigurd's ring on Seedall for sure, so. Question is, do we do anything else to Seedall here? Let's see, because supposing we go Fugado this. We'll go dance. We can just snipe this guy off directly, probably. In fact, longbow would do the trick without taking incoming damage. Almost. It's off by 1 damage. I guess in that case we'll just have to kill it the standard way. Brave bow might be it as well. Brave bow does 26 in the first hit. Okay, we'll just eat that incoming shot then.
Glad we met.
And then Anna, maybe this is a bit reckless, but oh, okay, no, you would need spell damage against this guy. Luckily, she has a spell bow that will just kill it.
One straight.
So she just solo all of the reinforcements. And hopefully not get completely trapped out of position. If she does get trapped out of position, we'll just do some kind of emergency play to pick up all the remaining emblems at once, which I think we can do. And yeah, we'll see what we can do with that. Put him in a middle position in case we need to. Cluster things up. Well, what are we all doing here then? Okay, no additional units. We'll just let this guy come closer and maybe even attack into her. No, that's okay. We'll keep things as is.
I'll do my best.
Oh, I should have shoved. That's okay.
Meeting like this.
And then we'll just wait. Yeah, Louis previously grabbed that. Like I said, I mean, I don't think the characters we use really matter at all. It's just I don't know how this will carry forward to the next map and how much configurability it will have, so better safe than sorry. Even at a slight expense of time. Yeah, nobody seriously at risk over here. Mavier can get him in once again. Whoops, no. And then what is it? Young Lion, Sage Lord, Crux of Fates. We'll have... We're going to stand by Young Lion. We'll have... Ivy... Come on close as well. She'll want... That one and Alchrist. Where is he? Yeah, he's going to be within position. Great. We don't really need to move everybody, I think. But, you know, just in case reinforcements will muster up. And we'll leave her in position. A lot of idling. We'll move her up in case. No problem. Absolutely no problem. In fact, we'll just kill it.
All in a day's work.
Yeah. Got a bow over here. That's okay. We'll just kill it. Buoy over here.
I can see you.
And what do we got? Yeah, we'll need one more turn on this side. Well, that's okay. We can... I'll just kill that directly. 3 range? I don't know about that. Doesn't quite get there. And obviously because it's a bow user, we can't be too reckless. Yeah, let's not get the flyers up front. Let's see. It's only a radiant bow. That's fine. Killer Lance. Yeah, Killer Lance we'll want to deal with for sure. But the other ones... Well, let's see.
Got it.
Killer bow over here. Yeah, we'll definitely want to kill it quickly. Someone who's got reasonably high better statistics, like for example this guy that we just very conveniently awakened. Now Seedall should have counter as well, given that reunion has occurred. Also, these guys will also be able to run in here and fight directly, so we'll go Great Axe for sure. Great Lance, rather. Bait everybody in.
It's tea time. My apologies.
Okay, that's all done. And ideally, we want to bait something in, but have to be Radiant Bow with attack 24. So somebody with decent resilience, like for example, Zadrin, who would be invincible. Absolutely invincible, in fact. We'll just get everybody else in position for the rings. And yeah, we'll move Ivy up one slot, just to be extra risky. We probably do want to bait at least one of these guys out. Oh, Lance, though. So we're sword with a 33. Lance would have the advantage against that, so. We'll probably just go Killer Lance against that. And yeah, just a spot here. Let me just check first. Yeah, no, that's fine. And we'll get some support over there. Yeah, we already have an archer down here, so let's... Chain guard just for fun? No, you can't because he's not healed up. Well then, that's what Mavier's for. So we just try to level him up. Bit by bit, move by move. Very silly to do that, but we'll do it. Yeah, she's better off here. And we'll get Fagato over here in case we need to snipe anybody. These folks will keep back here. Okay, nice and easy. Yeah. Plenty of damage to go around, didn't miscalculate anything. Great, we actually drew those guys to the left, which is ideal. Because then we just split them up. And Anna can just easily take the other one with bow. Yeah, we'll just finish this turn.
I'm pretty tough, you know.
Okay, that's done. Let's take out these two if we can. Probably want Fagato to come in with the bow. Failing that. Well, where is... I see it all down here, okay. And then moving on. The bow should do plenty for me here. Indeed it will. More than plenty.
I'm sorry.
And we'll just get Jean to tap it a bit here.
I have to keep everyone safe.
Okay,
Now,
we just finished him up.
rise up. Emblem, bare your fangs.
Nope, no. Not Crystal. That was wrong button.
I am here to collect you.
And then we just grab everybody we're accustomed to.
I apologize.
And then I think this will be the end of the turn, yeah, and the end of the map. Easy
I know how to
breezy.
handle.
That's all of the rings.
Now is it back to the Somnial? I don't know, but we'll watch a cutscene. Possibly a lengthy one, given how the last chapter went. But let's see.
That's it. I've summoned the emblems, and we fended off our enemies.
What a relief.
I think I'd better apologize.
What for?
Doubting what you said. I thought this
So we'll
was
see if
all
this
one of
opens up
Somron's
Mark's
tricks,
paralogs
a
immediately,
way
but of course
turn
we
us
need to
against
restore
each other. But when we fought together,
the rings to the
I
proper
knew
form first.
it was you.
Corrupted or not, I am glad you returned.
Thank you all for placing your trust in me.
And thanks to Lady Vale.
Yes. Wresting back control of yourself. If not for your efforts, we'd probably be dead.
Thank you. I did what I could.
Now we're all together again. Huh?
Well, I mean, he's in corrupted form. This is not going to be that easy, and the rings are all,
What's the matter?
moreover,
I can't move.
in the same situation, so... Let's die for real this time.
What? No,
I'm vanishing.
I knew this was a risk. I gave you all the power I could. Unless... Oh no.
I didn't realize.
It's all right. I'll try again. Guardians of the Underworld.
Not gonna work.
Your body is rejecting my power.
Thank you for
And
trying, Vale.
Emblem companions will have to
But it seems my time has come.
push their emergency button, or whatever it was. I'm almost certain it's
It's all right.
time turning
The
of some point.
12 emblems are here. With their help, I know you'll be able to stop Sombron.
Yeah, unless she just
No.
flat out takes over as the main
can't leave.
dragon,
I'm sorry. You'll have to do that without me.
which would be interesting.
At least I was useful in the end. If only I could fight to the end with you.
Despite all the supports we've built so far. Ah, we'll get him back.
We got the rings back. I wish I could have finished the mission Mother gave me. I wish I could see the world come to peace.
Could just be a dragon replacement, of course, but I have my doubts.
Light.
Dragon child, you desire the power to fight.
Marth?
To the ends of the earth. In a way, emblems will do their thing.
Dragon child, you who fought bravely even after death, would you rise once more?
I want to fight. It can't end here. No matter how hard it may be, I have to continue until the world is safe. I must fight. Like the emblems have!
I have heard your wish, and thus, our power is yours.
So we'll get a couple of maps to play with the full set. Alright, fully divine. All the way blue. Just like the heroes of old.
The 12 emblems must have granted their power.
Beautiful.
And yeah, the dual color look was certain not to last, so back to Fire Emblem Blue it is.
How did this...
Now he looks like every other Fire Emblem Lord.
Before
Emblem of
your
Emblems.
slumber, I made you a promise. I said I'd give you a birthday present.
So that's definitely
that
going into
suited
cabinet
you perfectly.
in the Somnial's bedroom.
I always knew this day would come. A very
And the
happy
Fire
birthday
Emblem theme
to you.
kicks in. Well, probably the first time this game, in fact. Saving it for the opportune
this
moment.
ring.
That has become your emblem ring. Barth, Lumera's power
Oh, I
was
see.
held in
So
that ring.
I
You
get to
have
pair up
restored
with
the
others
power
now.
of the
I am
divine
myself
dragon.
an emblem. Okay, interesting. Very interesting.
She must have known this day would come.
I was dead.
So this is how emblems
And
become.
now look at me. I feel new.
Very neat.
What do you mean, Emblem Ring?
Your life was saved by the combined power of 12 rings, making you the 13th emblem.
So, am I going to get to pair up with other members of my party then?
The Fire Emblem.
The Fire Emblem.
I'm the 13th emblem? The Fire Emblem?
That's right. And that is your emblem.
So that's what the Fire Emblem
much
means
like
this
the
game.
rings that house our spirits.
Very supple name, very adaptable. Game to game.
We emblems have only ever been spirits. Perhaps this is now why you seem unique among us.
And it's like I was never corrupted.
Your power as an emblem dwells in the ring. Though you died, you are now reborn as an emblem with a new body.
But how? Sombron used your power.
The 12 rings have another power. One we kept secret.
And what's that?
Now that you're an emblem, we can finally reveal the truth. We have always been able to perform the miracle at any time.
Oh, interesting. I mean, up to this point, what would have been the purpose, though?
To use it, we all had to be together and agree on who deserved the miracle.
So that means I...
Okay. Not time travel. Much better, actually. Much more interesting.
Yes, we all agreed we wished to fight alongside you.
We could do this once and never again. Not in all the thousands of years ahead.
What's more, this will be the last gift that we will ever give this world. This took all of our future power.
This is the first time we emblems have shared the same wish.
Everyone... You...
This was the only way we could save you. Now, being an emblem is perhaps not what you desired.
I've died twice. I didn't expect to be back again. My friends and I will do our best to protect this world. Oh, and Marth?
Only a matter of time before he gets the invitation to Smash.
I'm so glad to see you again. I'm sorry we were separated in Illusia.
Oh, it was barely a blink compared to your years of slumber. It's good to see you, my fellow emblem.
Yes, my fellow emblem.
So mechanically, what does this mean? We'll find out. I mean, we get Veil to fill in the dragon chair now.
Don't even think about dying again. You hear me?
I don't think I could survive losing you a third time.
How I prayed at the end to be with you again.
And you're an emblem.
I'm sorry I worried you all. I'm not going anywhere ever again.
Now we'll always be together.
Presumably there isn't a separate paralogue
Veil.
where the main character fights himself, though.
I wouldn't be here. Thank you.
No. You saved my life too, remember? I should be thanking you.
Well, they're a very natural
What is
pair.
this? An earthquake?
Let's see.
No. This is something far different. Something is happening in Gradlon.
Let's look.
No. Sombron can't be happy.
What in the world? What's all that in the middle of the sea?
Gradlon. It's back.
A portal is opening in the sky.
We have to stop him.
I wish we could, but there's a barrier in the way.
Yes. And it's covering the entire continent. Papa doesn't want us to interfere with his plan.
How do we break through?
We will need to destroy the Fell Dragon shards that are sustaining the barrier, but I don't know where to find them.
I can help.
You can?
I feel... I guess you'd call it a vortex of Fell Dragon power. I think there are 2 of them.
We'll destroy the Fell Dragon shards and shatter the barrier.
Okay, 3 shards and a boss after that, perhaps. So I would think maybe 4 main chapters, and then also Mars' paralogue, which must happen. So we'll see mechanically what's going on. Okay, so we do get the usual post-map exploration, but back in my standard form. So I wonder if I get to swap between what I am now and what I have become. I don't know if the dialogue will reveal anything.
Oh my.
I guess it is just business as usual. Nothing to it.
Oh, wow.
And Fram. So I'm an emblem and a person. We're not going to think too hard about making sense of that. We'll just mostly pop the dialogue bubbles that are in blue that are specific to this map. Wow, taking a look at how the wreckage looks from the ground.
My goodness.
Yes.
I feel like I have a new life.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, well, isn't always fair. Not too much to pick up in terms of loot, but we'll run around and do it anyway in case we have materials that come in handy, especially for various tasks like weapon crafting. Silver ingot, exactly. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. Get those silver class weapons thoroughly buffed up. Certainly I'll be taking a look at what the forging options are for the new weapons we have looted in the previous 2 maps as well. Anyway, let's see what's over here. Okay, lots of materials. We'll play around with that in due course. Let's just take off. World map, let's see what's happening. Like I said, almost certainly a Marth Paralog and the next story map alongside it. And we'll have a lot of conversations to get through as well, including the bonds that were capped out in the map before last. Oh, 3 additional maps now. Interesting. So maybe I do get my own Emblem Paralog after all. For all I know. Or perhaps the story maps don't have a perfectly linear selection, but we'll find out. All the battles we haven't actually been doing. Well, let's see what this is. Garden of Memories. Mysterious Ring is enshrined in a place that feels similar to the Lithos Castle Gardens. So that must be the self-referential one. If there is one. Chapter 23 in the lava fields. Gradlon. Seeking to break the barrier in the sky above Elios. Yeah, and then we'll just go through the shards roughly in order, I suppose, and then what's the one across the sea here? Let's take a look. And the Broken Castle is going to be Marth. Okay, so we do in fact get 2 paralogs. Oh, both of them tuned for advanced level 14. So we will be taking a look at Marth's map, but let's take a look at conversations first. We must have built up quite a few. Okay, not too many. How about the bonds? Definitely. Get them up to full level 20.
I have 2 fathers. My blood.
Losing parents.
The father who raised me.
Sacrificing himself for you.
Okay, just a little one-turn addition to the meter.
Why are you standing so far away, Alchrist?
So majestic, so regal.
And that's just up to level 10. But then that gives him the Master Lance. In case you should wish to use it. How about supports? Let's take a look. So we'll do a couple of things. We'll need to rearrange the rings to make sure the party is back together, and then we'll probably have time to do one more map, which would naturally be the Marth Paralog.
Mavir, I'm curious.
Pardon? Why would you wish to know?
I've
Warm
decided to give
woolen
you a
mittens.
gift as a token of my gratitude.
A gift from the Divine Dragon? For what reason? Perhaps you are
Whiskers and
mistaken about
kittens.
who I am.
You are Vale's knight, yes? Vale is alive today because of your actions. She is my only sibling, and I cannot thank you enough for protecting her. Do you understand why I might want to reward you for such service?
I understand. Knowing I have your gratitude is reward enough.
Only my gratitude?
I am pleased you value my efforts to aid the Lady Vale. I am not a good person. Pardon me. I am needed elsewhere.
Mavir, you don't...
No, he really doesn't. Okay. Oh, interesting. That it seems like my support level with my allies affects my support level with them in emblem form, which is interesting because I guess any character can also attach themselves. Okay, I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll have to look at in our party management to figure that out. Yeah, because I guess we just have a 13th emblem, and I guess I will probably get a chance to essentially fight myself. Within 2 spaces. Interesting. Right, because anybody who is also bonded at the same time. Well, we'll see what happens with the A rank then.
Seadoll, please, hear me out, and enjoying the things you love every now and again.
What's this all about?
I understand that your dancing is as beautiful as it is, but if you eat only to fuel the dance,
Savory feeds.
Your inner joy surely must also be part of your dance. When you danced in the moonlight, thinking of those who had died, I'm sure that dancing while dreaming of savory foods must be distracting.
You're trying to tell me my dance is less perfect because of this?
Fuel your dance with things that bring you joy. I understand that you want to dance perfectly, all the more reason to fuel your moves with...
Divine One, you don't understand. If I fuel my dance with just anything I want, my life as a dancer has always put function before flavor. But I am starting to see what you mean. You're very thoughtful, and that makes me happy.
You're welcome.
And given you are the Divine One, in fact, that fried dough bathed in oil sauce from the other day...
Then let's go order some.
Now the question is, how much savory is too much savor?
Perhaps we should consult the spirit of the cards.
You saw my reading the other day. Divine One, I'm afraid you've only seen my undignified side lately.
I've seen your charming side as well.
I promise you this. From now on, you'll see a better me. I realize now the dance is both an inside and outside dance.
I'm happy if you're happy, Seadoll.
Okay, now they should really go for snacks. Enough talking, eat up. And yeah, so it looks like the C, B, and A supports are equivalent to unlocking level 5, 10, 20 with the emblem. And so we'll see what the skill inheritance does, I guess. Yeah, that works quite well. We'll see who would be the natural fit for this as well, depending on what's going on. Holy Shield neutralizes effective against this unit. That would make sense on one of my flyers, except for the fact that my flyers already have pairs that I really do want to use them with. Ivy and Orin and Chloe and Lynn, which have been such a good fit for each other. But if we have something like a Great Knight, like the one that I promoted but not used yet, then neutralizing effective would actually be perhaps super effective. But of course we'd have to build up supports to make that happen. And yeah, so that'll go for any of the A supports. We'll have to take a look at how this works. But first of all, let's make sure we get the bond rings back to the setup I had before, more or less. Because who was holding... Yeah, let's drop Marth for a moment. I wanted to get back on a Byleth.
Byleth! Let's go.
And who can equip this, even? Well, I mean, I can't equip myself. Although, interestingly enough, there is a dragon-type bonus, which I suppose would only fit with Veil. It initiates combat and defeats foe. Grants the engaged partner +4. I see, so the main unit's behavior on the field, I think. The engaged partner +4 to 7 basic stat. Okay, I see. So it improves the engaged form. So when it says if unit, it means the unit is holding the ring. I'm fairly certain. Sword and magic, yeah. Well, we'll see who's going to be the natural fit for that. But yeah, we've got Byleth over there. Let's figure out where Martha's going to go. I like having to shove Unforgato, but actually no, we're going to be playing against Marth in the next paralogue anyway, so there's no point putting him on anyone at the moment. Although, yeah, no real point just yet. So, who do we not assign? Pentreo. We actually have somebody free. I think we still have the Micaiah unaccounted for, right? Or you know, yeah, there we go.
Lady Micaiah.
Although we could always go Micaiah on Mavi or perhaps Veil. Yeah, so, okay, so it doesn't let you put this ring on anybody yet. I don't know why. Maybe it is going to be restricted to a particular character. Oh, or maybe Veil can't use it. No. I guess maybe it's something that's still just locked away from me for some reason. I don't know if it's going to be story progress or what is going to prove it. Or if we need to make a very specific selection for that support. Not enough information. But we'll eventually put Martha in somebody. Anyway. Let's go to, well, first of all, let's save at your current point. And let's go to the Somnial to see what is there. Possibly juggle some inventory while we're at it. Yeah, as usual, we're not going to do every activity, we're just going to skim through this section. Proprietor of the Armory wants to speak with you. Okay, that's interesting. Well, let's take a look at some of this dialogue first. Also, I guess having an additional emblem means I have an additional engraving. Oh, this isn't the Armory, this is the Forge. Because let's say I have an emblem of fire. So that's very nice, actually, when it comes to improving crit. We might want to swap something existing onto that. So I've been thinking for a while about Chloe's Killer Lance and trying to improve it a little bit further. It does reduce the might quite a bit though, but you know, this 20 on a crit is very difficult to argue with. Yeah, it might reduce the might by too much though, especially when it doesn't necessarily need weight to be that low. We'll have to fuss with it later.
I'll be here.
I'm not going to do it now. We'll work on our weapon configuration between maps off stream, as we've been doing throughout. Anyway, let's grab what we can. haven't really been using the supports at all, but now we have a very strong incentive to do so. Just a Fire Emblem ring we have now picked up. Unfortunately, I doubt we can do a self-engage. Something self-referential like that. We'll see depending on the scale of Mars map if I'll actually stay to play it. Might be advisable to save it instead and do the paralogs in their own sessions. So, first of all, let's grab some achievements. And yeah, more bond fragments than I know what to do with at the moment. Indeed. Kind of want to see what the bond effects will be. Yeah, this was seen Dragon Blast. And oh, I see. So it buffs up everybody in your surroundings to be effective against Fel Dragon. I kind of get a sense that we'll wind up putting this ring on Vale or somebody. Lies is effective. Yeah, lots of things going on here. Oh, fills all the surrounding engage meters as well. Very interesting. But only when this is already in emblem form. And the Dragon's Fist is going to be a magical fist. Very nice. That's something we've encountered so far. Anyway, let's go to the arena. Also, before I launched this session, I did get a notification that we were on a new patch. And let me take a look at the armory first then. Because the new patch does introduce something that was a wishing well. This must be what it is. The garden well. Let's go down to the garden then. Yeah, because this was mentioned in the patch notes as something like a randomized item exchange. Well, not the gazebo or fountain. Let's see. Above that well. Well, where is the well? We'd think the well is found at ground level. Okay. I'm seeing it. Maybe we look at the map. Where's the well? Trying to look at all these amenities. I think it is supposed to be in the orchard. You would think, given that plants do need to be watered. That's not the well. Well. And there was something else in the patch notes as well. And I absolutely don't recall at the moment. I say patch notes when it was really just a little alert that comes up on screen. Also, we can take a look at the bed chamber and see if maybe the keepsake ring is in there. Let's do that in fact. Until we've discovered where the well is actually located. In the back garden, I thought he said. Oh no, we wanted arena, not ring chamber. Although looking at the skill inheritance, oh yes, no, I remember what the other change is now. That the game was slightly revised to not require you to constantly run between the arena and the ring chamber when you just want to upgrade rings. Yeah, no self-engage, unfortunately. Seems like no skill inheritance tree yet either, in fact. Just for the standard 12. Well, I mean, we'll see. There's a lot we don't understand about our current state in the game yet, so... Yeah, so let's see how that looks. Ancient Well is the new event, and it is something that's marked on the map. Oh, and Training Yard. Okay, I see. Let's see what it is. Okay. Head for the well. Not the well. Oh, there it is. This thing here, that looks ominous. But Poisai. Revanche. Do we get to keep these? I mean, they technically belong to the armorer. But let me take a look at this. Just to see what these are. They are in the inventory. Battle Lance exudes an otherworldly air. And yeah, let's see how it compares to some of what we have. It's an A rank. 39 and 80, 20. Let's take a look at how that compares. Okay, so it's just a little bit short of the Silver Lance power, but much lighter, which doesn't affect Louis necessarily. What was the other weapon that we had? I should actually take the Britnack, perhaps. Well, we've got really our pick of quite a few weapons at this point. Yeah, we'll make some kind of arrangement. And look at that, Louis' stats counting out like crazy. Wasn't there a second weapon I just looted, like an axe? Let's take a look. No, Revanche is the axe, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, we might actually just leave it as a short stream and run Mart's map next time. I think it may actually make more sense to do that. Which is too bad. This would end much earlier than usual, of course, as a single chapter stream, but that way we can take our time with configuration a little bit and really map it out properly. Right, we wanted to go back to the armory, and I guess we'd have to give the weapons back instead of keeping them for battle. Unless he lets me keep them. Not expecting that. There must be some kind of incentive to hand them back, though. Okay, so I can hold on rather to. He's dropped the unwanted items into the well. More likely what you find is upgrade value. Okay. Well, I mean, we've got a lot of spares that we aren't necessarily using. And let's take a look at the well again just to see how it works. So we can see what kind of star ratings we're potentially dealing with. I mean, if we drop something really valuable, that maybe how we get up to the S ranks. As for example, okay, you actually get to choose multiples to toss in all at once. chance. And yeah, we would be slightly incentivized to throw in things that are decent, but I wonder if there's a... No, we should be able to loot it directly. I don't think there's going to be some kind of buyback. Yeah. And see how this compares to like the legendary weapons. No, you can't toss them. You can't toss any of the S ranks, in fact. Probably because, first of all, you can't improve the S ranks. Secondly, I guess they are unique on the scale of the campaign, so... Because we have a number of S rank weapons now covering different bases. Yeah, likely what we'll do is we'll take a peek at the next map that we're dealing with, and then we'll decide whether to go, but... Yeah, so the Inherit Skills page is also available here now, which is much more convenient. I need to run back and forth all the time. Also, I kind of wonder, now that I think about it, that we have the 13th ring. We get to create bond rings of our own party members. Probably not, but anyway. Let's go standard. We've been trying to get some other characters up to 20 so we can get promotions going. Not Yunaka's class, obviously, because it's uncapped, but let's, for example, just run Tamara through the grinder a few times. Or Hortensia. I think she was the other one I was considering. Got some pretty weak weapons on her, but we don't mind.
I am Etier, a royal knight of Firene.
Okay,
I really
pretty
thought I
efficient.
had you.
Obviously.
Couldn't even be shot down by an archer, imagine that. And yeah, we'll do that a little bit more.
Thanks for stopping by. I am Vale, the Dragon Princess.
Yeah, we'll probably try to through it for all 3 rounds. But there will actually be quite a fair bit of weapon setup I want to do for our next map, so.
Hi!
Alfred has arrived! Thanks for showing me what I still need to work on.
Obviously.
Is it that obvious? I suppose it is. And yeah, let's actually go to the ring chamber. I want to see if that interacts with our new systems. Dual nature of the main character that has yet been underexplored. So, for example, can we create bond rings? Nope, we can't. But I can record a quick look of how our selection looks so far. I haven't really been interacting with that system, despite all the bond fragments we've been piling up. I've been mostly saving the fragments for getting unit skills together on demand. Speaking of which, yeah, Jean, I think I wanted to put alacrity on him rather than resolve. Though I don't know if he has enough of a speed advantage to matter at this point. But the idea is that if you want him to get to the point of rushing somebody down, you probably don't want to take counter attack damage along the way. Also, what were they at? 15. Let's make sure There's nobody who's close to cabin. Somehow can't manage it. So, right, we wanted to check the bed chamber for whether the keepsake is going to be stored there. That's got to be it, right? Something important belongs here. Okay. So yeah, we'll likely log off, but maybe we should look at the next map first. Just as a bit of a teaser. But then we can do the two paralogs together potentially as a set. We'll just take a peek. If it looks like it's going to be short and breezy, which I do not expect, then we can try to do something with it. But anyway, here's the Hero King.
Odd. This looks very similar to Altea Castle.
Altea Castle?
That's right. It's where I grew up.
You lost your home?
The Dolar Empire, led by the Shadow Dragon Medius, the Castle Knights offered protection. On that day, I learned the true meaning of powerlessness. Allies like Princess Sita and the mercenary Ogma. My people call me the Hero King. That's why I fight. For all those who believed in me.
I think I know what you mean. I want a future of peace with my friends and allies.
You have grown strong in your battles, and are more than worthy of their faith in you. Now they stand beside you, ready to share your burden.
My friends and family have brought me all this way.
Keep those feelings close to your heart.
Trial?
Battle me now. Best me in combat to strengthen our bond.
Let the battle begin. I'll show you I can overcome this or any trial.
Yeah, I didn't actually even do the cooking in the Somnial. So if we want to play, we'll go back and do that very quickly. Ah, okay, finally a tutorial message. Engage plus on any ally. In both units in an engaged state without the need to sync. Huh. Bond Forger. Okay, engage plus on any ally. Well, we'll have to see how that looks in practice because I don't currently understand it yet. So yeah, we need to put it on somebody who's actually going to fight and win. Engage still attuned. Sword and magic attack. Right, the dual attack. Bond level is tied to ally support. Yeah, we found that out already. Luckily, we still have decent supports on pretty much the entire main party. Anyway, let's take a look at what this is. It's going to be 12 units. As far as the emblem rings go... Yeah, I guess anybody could just swap that at a given time. Perhaps. Let's see what we're dealing with. We've got 4 treasure chests. There might be a bit of a thief race, given that we have the thieves galore over here already. And yeah, this looks like it's going to be a pretty sizable map, so probably we'll just do it next time. 10% HP allows them to recover. And of course, we just need to not let him even get shot off with the Lodestar Rush if we can help it. Yeah, I think we're out of save energy to deal with this separate stream then. Okay, but we'll be starting with it next time. I mean, we can even take a look at the other one after that to see how it happens, but... yeah, anyway, we'll probably call it for the time being. It would have been nice to push on for a longer stream today, but I think it's probably a good place to stop. So, yeah, there's just too much we want to do with the party before any of that in terms of customization and just figuring out what we can about our new set of circumstances. Yeah, we'll probably just end on this for the time being, and the order from here would be the 2 paralogs followed by chapter 23 after that, and that'll be later in the week. So, that will be all for today. Pretty clean, easy breezy map, not a lot to report about that. And we'll hopefully be able to run a lengthier session next time. So, until then, thanks for watching. We're going to play around in Insomnial a little bit, play around with some of the configurations, buff up some weapons with our newfound resources. Probably not play a skirmish map since I haven't really found a time to run any of those core group. But all that will be followed up soon enough. Sometime within the next day or two at least. Until then, have a great day ahead of you, wherever you are and however you may be watching this. And as always, 别地方。